Now, there are three possible answers as to why I kept prematurely dying in this game. The obvious answer is these vertical space shooters have been prematurely killing me for years. But another possibility is playing a game like this without some kind of a joystick or at least a D-pad is not an ideal situation. Of course, it could also be that I'm generally terrible at video games. This is Space Falcon Reloaded. And to me, seeing this game it's kind of like seeing an old girlfriend who looks way better than you remembered. So you decide, yeah, what the hell? And it's fun at first, but after a little while, you remember why you left her in the first place. She's just way too rough. I mean, her gameplay, of course, her gameplay is too difficult. So in the vein of the classic arcade space shooters, Space Falcon Reloaded is a scrolling excursion through the annals of space. And it's not an easy trip either. Again, that can mostly be attributed to my awfulness. But to be fair, the controls have a bit to do with that as well. That is to say, Houston, we have a problem. You play by tapping the bottom of the screen. The left button moves your ship to the left, the right button moves it to the right, and it fires lasers automatically. Now this works alright, but the problem is, tapping a screen to steer doesn't feel quite as intuitive as using an analog stick or a D-pad. It's just inherently slower and therefore less quick to respond. That makes avoiding incoming enemy fire a lot trickier than it would be on a more dedicated gaming system. Now again, it does work, just not as well as the alternative. The game itself is pretty good though. The enemies attack in waves, and your only means of self-defense are the power-ups that improve your generally crappy default weapon. There's a motionless laser beam, there are screen-wide missiles, and this stuff really helps even the odds against these overpowered alien scum. What is it about aliens? Have they never heard of fighting fair? It's always like 1 on 337,000 against freaking aliens. What a bunch of extraterrestrial biological cowards. But the best thing about Space Falcon Reloaded is the presentation. I really like the vertical orientation, and the graphics are excellent on the iPad's high-resolution Retina display. It's just a shame the game doesn't play as great as it looks. Actually, that doesn't work. Great is an adjective, so it can't apply both ways. So how about looks great, plays adequately? I don't know. That's kind of a boring adverb, though. Sorry about that. Space Falcon Reloaded isn't going to take you back to the arcade days, but it's not a bad attempt either. This is a decent little shooter at a decent little price on the App Store. It's Space Falcon Reloaded.